Today we're going to be playing through Shadows of Evil with a buddy. So first off, we're going to start by laying down in front of a perk. This is called Spare Change. Spare Change gives you 300 points based off of the perk's location. No, it's based off of the perk, not the perk location. Then this Fumigator, it opens up pods for one of the pieces of the wonder weapon on this map, the Polygon Servant. Then there's a special unique ability that I need to describe real quick. It's Beast Mode. You walk up to Beast Mode and you slap open things, and you can zap open things, and you can slap open more things. Then you do this little parkour trick right here to get across and open up this area early. Or you might just be able to zap it from the ground now. I don't remember if anybody ever figured out how to do that or not. Then you can run down here. You zap this little thing right here, and that gets you the first piece to go to the first ritual. You can also, like I said, zap open perks right there. And then you can pick up a nice little piece of salami, the salami key. Alright, and once you pick up the lawyer's pin, 2 of these little Polygon guys will spawn in. All you do is kill them. Or you might not have to. Then you slide on up here to the Nero's Lair, I believe is what this area is called. And you slap down the little pin onto this thing. And then you activate the ritual. And then the more people in here, the faster it goes on 2 players or 3 players or 1 player. So if 2 people are in, it goes faster. If it's just 1 person, it takes a little bit longer. But you can do it just 1 person. So then this guy explodes and he turns into a worm and he gets sucked into the salami key. And then we go around and we look at per perk. We got early on Deadshot here. Round 2 Deadshot is fantastic. Deadshot, increased hip fire accuracy, aim assist ahead. The aim assist ahead really doesn't work on mouse and keyboard though, so oof. And next up here, we're going to be opening up these things. Those little things right there are where you put the egg for the sword, and that little area down there is for to get to the bottom. Then you jump up here. I'm going to zap open this thing. Zap open this thing. Then I'm going to jump across. I'm going to smack this box. And I'm going to try to hit this parkour real quick. But I run out of time. You can see the symbol for the sword from out there. Then we pick up the toupee. It's another one of the summoning rituals. You kill the 2 Apothegons. And then you show up into the burlesque. Get a little spare change over here. Slap down our worm and begin the ritual. And just chill out in here. Just kind of walk around. Just survive. And right here, this guy explodes, turns into a worm, gets sucked into the salami key, and then we get to see the first mini-boss that I believe we faced on this challenge, a Margwa. It spawns with 3 yellow glowing heads. You shoot the yellow glowing heads, they break and spawn a little bug thing. Once all 3 heads are broken, it dies, then it drops a Margwa heart. And if you pick it up, then it no longer drops it and it drops a power-up. If you don't drop it, then every one of them will drop it. And I'm not sure if they drop a power-up after that or not. But they're pretty easily killed, easily dealt with, especially with the KRM Pack-a-Punch, which is probably what we'll be keeping. Also, we got perk upgrades on. Perk upgrade bottles. And that's how I got the upgrade to Deadshot right there, if anyone's wondering. And then next up, we become Beast Mode right here. And then we go up here. And we're going to hit this little parkour thing. I believe this was literally second try for me. You just walk right up here. Hop up again. Hop up again. Jump across. And then in one of these windows, I believe it's the middle one, you drop down. And there for a frame, you could see the single arrow, I believe is what that one was. Single arrow symbol. You just write it down somewhere. But then next up, my buddy right here, he's going to grapple up. And he's going to knock down the box to the boxing gym to get the championship belt. And then he's going to run on down to the bottom and open it up in one quick swoop. There's another There's also another area right here where you can jump and see the next symbol. I'll be doing that later on. So you just pick it up, and then you shoot the two Awathicons. And then you walk your little self in here. You slap the champion belt on there. You do the ritual. You just chill out in the room. Same as the other ones. Just straight forward. And there was one of the perk upgrades. That's what the actual perk looks like. Like, person also exploded, turned into a worm. I pick him up. We just walk around. I guess this is what we're doing. Just walking around. But the perk bottles upgrade the perks. So, it's just a little extra thing that we added. That way you ain't gotta go back and forth to each one and buy it. Less points that you have to spend, which I guess takes away some of the fun. Let's see. I'm gonna hit the... Yep, here's another one of the little things you smack open and you put the egg in. Zap open that. Run back. Zip line around over here. I'm gonna jump across this little roof right here. Walk over, and I can see the other symbol. That was a single arrow, and then the feather to an arrow. Down here at the bottom is where Pack-a-Punch is, and it's where the final ritual is. After you've collected all the worms, you go down here. You put each worm in each cauldron, one by one. It doesn't matter which order they are. And then once the ones on this side come in, you can wall run across. You go up to it, where all the blue lines are feeding in is where the Pack-a-Punch is going to be. You put those two in on that end, and it builds a little bridge across. A little leap of faith right there. Then you put the salami key right there on the middle pedestal, and you just chill out. The same as the other rituals. And then here's the Pack-a-Punch. The weirdest Pack-a-Punch, probably from any of the games. There's the Shadow Man, the big bad of the game. He just do what he want to do. And then here, right here, after you I think after you jump across this bridge right here, a Margwa spawns. So you just like take him out, go about your day. You smack him up, best you can. And make sure not to get hit because he hurts real bad. And also if you break one of his heads and the guy flies away, it turns into a zombie later on. And here's where you can see the last symbol. This is it's a pinpoint cross. It's all the arrows pointed in. So it's all three of the symbols. Single arrow, pinpoint cross, arrow with a feather. Then you just zap them in on the store in the bottom of the train side. And you go back down. Here's our second perk. I see you. I see lets you heal faster. Makes you invincible while you're doing things. Speed boost at low health. And I believe the upgrade makes it even faster, I believe. Not 100% sure. Then you can go to here. You grab this egg. You put this egg in the statue that we opened up earlier. Then you get what's called a soul box. You kill a zombie. The soul goes into it. And you kill, I believe, 15 zombies. And the egg is filled, which will be right about... Oh, yes. Oh, here's meatballs and bug rounds on this map. Also, instead of dog rounds. So instead of hellhounds, there are meatballs and bugs. And they can drop the eggs to the wonder weapon. Yeah, but they're pretty easily taken care of. Then next perk up, we have Incenter Brandy. It makes your bullets have like a fire ignite chance, a DOT. And when they die from it, they have a chance to explode. And then the upgrade for it makes it do even more fire damage. And next up here, just fill up the egg. And then once I pick it up on that left corner right there, blinking, it'll be the egg a little bit more filled up. And then we go on to the next one, which is right here. And then right here. And then here's Time Slip. And we got the eggs right there for the wonder weapon. So now we can build it. And Time Slip makes the box be able to randomize faster and the PAP speed increased. Then here's the last one. And then you put the egg back into this. And then you pick up your sword. And then here's Fighter's Fizz. Once you go down with Fighter's Fizz, you get to keep your weapon, and if you get a kill, then you get back up with all your perks. But unfortunately for this challenge, it's kind of messed up because it'll like shuffle your perks around, and you don't get to keep them in the same order, which ruins the rainbow challenge. Then right here we have PhD slider. Sliding into the zombie causes an explosion. You're immune to fall damage, and falling causes an explosion. And you're immune to explosives. And next up we have Zombshell here. Yep, Zombshell makes like a slowing effect whenever you shoot a zombie sometimes. And it makes them less resistant to damage. And next up here we're going to go and get our egg back from this guy. And it'll be a red egg that we have to go and fill up. So we basically just run down here to one of these little red circles. We place our ovum down. It spawns 2 margwas usually. And you just break their heads. And then you see on the bottom left, the side left corner right there, the egg is slightly filled up. You'll have to do this, I believe, 4 more times, 3 more times. But here's the next one in front of the burlesque. Yeah, burlesque, that's what it's called. And we're going to grab our next perk here, Spectre Shot. Spectre Shot makes it when you reload, you get a little like temporary spectral gun that hits and slows enemies and kills restore ammo to that weapon, which is pretty cool. It also works with wonder weapons, and it can deal friendly fire, which is unfortunate sometimes. Then next we have the next little ritual right here. We just smack these guys, and there you go. See the egg's a little bit more filled up there. It's almost done. Then we buy our next perk here, Dying Wish. It'll save you 1 time, and then it's got like a cooldown. It'll save you from death 1 time, and then it'll give you invincibility. And melee hits instantly kill basic zombies, which is sick. It's a very, very good perk, especially for this. Next up here, we have Electric Chair. Reloading causes an electric shock. And then the upgrade, I believe, extends the range and the damage. And then here's Quick Revive. It allows you to revive faster. I believe the upgrade makes you, like, whenever you start to heal, you run faster or something. I can't remember exactly. It's something like that. Yep, here's me picking up the Apothecon Servant. The butthole gun. You ram your fist in it, butthole, and then it shoots black holes. Don't ask me why, but that's what it do. And next up down here, we're going to actually watch this because this was a clean takedown of these guys. Watch this. Boom. We get to 1 hit before they can even spawn in. And then kill that guy. Then we get 2 heads with 1 shot. Pretty much 1 shot. And then right after that, put like 1 bullet into him and whoop, dead. And that's the full egg village there on the left. Then you take your little egg back to your person's specific thing. For my guy, it was the Ruby Rabbit. The Ruby Rabbit is where this character's story takes place. The burlesque is for the chick. The Neuro place is for Neuro, the magician. And the bottom is for the boxer guy in the gym down there. I'm going to let this guy break my shield real quick so I can get a new one. We have our next perk up here, Winter's Wail. Winter's Wail, whenever you get hit, it'll slow zombies, and it's got 3 uses. The upgrade gives you an additional use, and I believe it freezes them for longer and increases the duration that they're frozen. Next here is a Static Elixir. You run by people and it shocks them. And the upgrade, I believe it makes them shock on hit sometimes. Then here's Muscle Mommy Milk. Muscle Milk, whenever you stab somebody, it makes a Pop Shocks electric chain. So it chains electricity between them. Then next up here, we have a great perk on this map, Blast Blast, because it lets you get outside the map, which you'll see at the end. It's disgusting. Then here's a Nitrogen Cool. It slows old zombies near you to a walking pace, which is sick. Then we have Magnet Margarita here. It sucks power-ups and stuff to you. And then the upgrade makes it where picking up power-up has a chance to spawn another one. They also sometimes stop before reaching you, and sometimes they don't, because whatever. Here's No Bear Brew. It makes where bears can't come out of the mystery box, and they can't come out the Wonder Fizz. And also, the upgrade makes it where you can move the box to you once around, which is very helpful. And I believe the upgrade also makes it where it randomly spins the box. Then here's Swarm Scotch. I believe getting a headshot and reloading an empty clip spawns a friendly swarm of insects that follows and damages zombies, which is sometimes good and sometimes bad. Then our next perk here is Downer's Delight. Downer's Delight makes it where it doubles your bleed out time, and you get to hold your primary which is what it already does, what Fighter's Fizz already does. Then here's Momentum Mojito. It makes you run faster, and then you can like toggle it to run through zombies and blow them up. Just sick. And next up we have a great perk, Daminade. Daminade increases your explosives, and you get to carry an additional lethal and tactical, and at the end of the round, all of your lethals regen, and you get one additional tactical. Then next up here we have Victorious Tortoise, which is great because we're actually playing on a map with a shield this time. It lets your shield block from all directions, and when it's hailed, and it explodes when it's destroyed. And I believe the upgrade makes it have double health. And then here's Tacticria Sangria. When you run, it gets you get a chance to regain ammunition, and I believe you can sprint fire, and it gives you additional points for multi-kills. Speed Cola, reload faster, reload barriers faster, bullet damage increased after reloading for a limited time with the upgrade. Then next up we have Mule Kick, lets you carry a third gun, and then the upgrade lets you regain that gun if you go down instead of just losing it forever, which is irrelevant because if you go down you lose everything. Let's see, I believe at this point I started trying to upgrade the little Arnie's a little bit, rolling the box a little bit. And then here's how you can get out the map right here. You can hop right here, and all the zombies underneath you will just pile up, and you can just stay here forever, or until you run out of ammo, which is probably never going to happen because this is modded zombies, and heck yeah. Next up, we have a great perk, Point Crusher. It lets you get additional points, and then the upgrade lets you get double additional points. And also, it kind of looks like a Mountain Dew thing, which makes me think that they were trying to do double XP for the Mountain Dew, like they did back in the old days, the olden days. Let's see. Change Choose, we actually get to use it this time around. With Change Choose, when you get a headshot, it makes like 4 different possible elemental abilities, and when you're at low health, it changes them, and the upgrade makes the effects stronger and they last longer. Then next up, we have Banana Colada. It makes, when you slide, it leaves like a little snail trail, and the upgrade makes it do more damage. And then we got Blood Bullets here. Blood Bullets let you regenerate ammo in your active weapon. It does not affect wonder weapons, except for the normal ray gun, not the ray gun Mark II specifically. And then you can, I believe the upgrade makes it work even on wonder weapons. There's Pack-a-Box, pretty straightforward. You pick up a gun out the box, it can be pack-a-punched, maybe. And then we have Cashback Cocktail, another great perk for this. It gives you 20% chance to get, or 20% cashback on any purchase, and then the upgrade is 10% more, so 30% cashback every time you buy something. And Stone Cold Stronghold here, it gives you a little blue line around you that gives you additional armor, and then the armor can linger over time with the upgrade, and it generates faster. Then next up, that's how easy you can die in this. That's why sliding very fast is a problem in this game. Next up, we have Miracle Mocha. It lets your equipment stuff charge faster, so that's great for the sword. And you can change power-ups up to 3 times, and then the upgrade makes it where power-ups won't change into Carpenters or Nukes, and additional power-up changes using normal max ammo. Normal max ammos, I think, can turn into perks. Here's Mad Gas Moonshine. When you slide, it explodes, and you have a chance to catch fire whenever zombies have a chance to catch fire when you shoot them. Here's Stamina Up. Stamina Up, you get to sprint faster, longer, and then the upgrade makes it unlimited, and you can fire while you're sprinting, which is what Tacticria Sangria also does, so it's just a perk that does something else also. Here's Double Tap, the classic. Shoot 2 bullets for the price of 1. Increase fire rate. Then the upgrade makes it where the longer you shoot, the more damage you do. It resets after you're not shooting for 1 second or reloading. Then here's one of the ways to upgrade the little Arnie's. You throw it at that cane, it picks it up. Then you throw it at this top hat right here, it picks it up. Then you throw, then we pick up Death Perception, so you can see zombies through walls. And then it's actually useful on the upgrade because it does extra damage to non-zombie enemies, which includes the Margwas. We're going to pick up the bow tie right there for the upgrade to the Arnie. Then we're gonna bring it on back to the burlesque. Yeah, the burlesque. Yep. And also, here's what those little portals look like. I don't remember if I showed them before. But they take you into this area. And then you can just run right on through. So we're checking for all the perks right here real quick. You just run right on back up. Here's Blaze Phase. Blaze Phase, you can like crouch and then you do like a fire slide. It's a perk of all time. I don't really like it. Then you throw the little Arnie at this thing to upgrade him. And he does a little dance. He becomes a little guy. And all the zombies ignore you for a while. But he just sits there and vibes. He does a little dance. I can't remember what frog movie. There's some movie with a frog where he dances with this. And they also do it in Spaceballs. Man, what is that movie? Is it Princess and the Frog that he does that? I don't know. But yep, now he'll be purple and he does extra damage. And I believe he can like last longer, but I'm not 100% sure. Here's the other slider, PhD slider. PhD slider does the same thing as PhD flopper, except the upgrade lets you slide longer. And the longer that you slide, the more damage that you do. I believe jumping from height also causes explosions with it. Here's Bandolier Bandito, just extra ammo for all your weapons. And then the upgrade makes it where the weapons in your stove, like in your back pocket, they regenerate stuff. Here's Nuka-Cola. Whenever you go down, you set off a nuke. And then the upgrade makes it where whenever you pick up a power-up, it has a chance to spawn another power-up. And it's guaranteed with the nuke power-ups if you touch them, which is great with a Magnet Margarita. Next up, here's Elemental Pop. Elemental Pop lets you... whenever you shoot, you have a chance to activate an AAT like Blast Furnace, or Turned, Fireworks, the electric one that I can't remember for some reason. Here's Crusader's Ale, which is actually going to be really good for this because it repairs your shield at the end of the round and kills off a chance to slightly heal your right shield. And right here we have Repairman Rum. Repairman Rum lets you repair a window all at one time, so you just walk up to it, board it all up at one time. And the point cap per round for them is increased with the upgrade, and it also does something with carpenters. Next up we have Vigor Rush. Vigor Rush makes your bullets explode, and then the upgrade makes your explosions do more damage, which I'm gonna say does work with Daminate until somebody tells me otherwise. Here, I'm just checking a couple more things. Then right here we have Ethereal Razor, which lets you do more melee damage, and you can hit multiple people with one melee, and the melee attacks heal. And then watch this. It's just that easy. And then next up we have Luna here. It spawns a friendly hellhound that can hunt down zombies and kills with them. Drop like mini power-ups sometimes. And next up we have Vulture Aid. Vulture's Aid lets you see perks and stuff through the walls. It does other stuff like a little stink cloud, little drops. It's pretty cool. The next up we have Juggernog. Juggernog here, it increases your health, and then the upgrade makes it where it's like a twice around Dying Wish. Also down there in the bottom left corner, the perks were messing up, and like all the original perks were just kind of layering on top of the extra perks. I don't know why it was doing that on this map. But here's our final perk, Widow's Wine. Widow's Wine replaces your grenades with spiderweb grenades, and whenever you hit, it'll like stop all the zombies around you from hitting you, which is very nice. Here's another super jump with the slides. And also we almost die. Thank you, Dying Wish. But yeah, that's pretty much all about this video. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more like this, then please subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment on what you'd like to see, how you'd like to see things different. And also, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day. Thank y'all.